Hi everyone, this is Heidi at the Middletown Senior Center, and today's project is going to be a pour painting. Some of you may have heard about that. If you go on the internet, go on Pinterest or Etsy or any of those things, you'll see some pour paintings that people have done, and you can go on YouTube and watch all the videos on how all these really professional people do it. But we're going to do it at home today, and it's super easy. So what you're going to get in your kit is going to include one of these foil pans. You're going to need that for sure. And also make sure you've protected your area. It's very important that you do that because this is a bit sloppy. I'm wearing gloves today because I need to be able to touch the computer and stuff. But at home, you don't really need them as long as you have access to running water and soap. You'll be good. And I'm using 4 colors today. I've got white, yellow, green, and blue. You'll also be receiving in your packages red and black paint. So you'll have those to choose from. And what is in here is acrylic paint and a little bit of Elmer's glue all, not school glue, but glue all that we're using as a flow medium. If you read into pour painting, you can find out more about that. And then it's diluted a little bit with some water. So you'll have your paints, you'll have some stir sticks. You need to bring some water that you might want to dilute your paint with if it's too thick, because if it's too thick, it will not flow properly. So you want to be able to, be successful with your project. So the first thing you're going to do is take your plastic cups and set them at a slight diagonal in the tray. And then you're going to pick up and see how this square will fit just over the cups if they're set on a diagonal. And then the rest is totally random, and it's so much fun. So I'm going to just take the lids off of my paints and give them a quick stir to make sure that they're the right consistency. Again, if they're too thick, they won't flow at all. So I want to just make sure that that's good. And I'm just going to stir them up real quick and make sure they're okay. If it's too thick, add a little bit of water at a time until it's the right consistency. And what you want is to see the paint kind of pour off of this stick a little bit. And then you know it's the right consistency. So I'm just going to do that with the rest of the colors. And if you are so inclined that you want to mix your colors, I would suggest doing that in advance in separate cups, so you can come up with some different variations on your canvas. White is a little bit on the thick side, so I'm going to dilute it just a little bit, stir it around. Right? Yes, good. Blue. Blue is my favorite color. True blue. Okay, blue is a little bit thick, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. It's best to do it by like a tablespoon at a time because you don't want it to be too runny either. I think on the instructions it says that you would like it to be the consistency of a thin gravy. So here we go, perfect. And because blue is my favorite color, I'm going to start with blue. You do whatever you want, and just very random. Very random. You want to just kind of drizzle it on. Very, very random. And it doesn't matter if you go off the edge. That's why you have the tray underneath, so you can protect your area. Because it is a very kind of sloppy project. But it's all right, and then I'm going to follow up with green. Again, random. If you try to do a pattern, it just, for some reason, comes out looking silly. So I like random. And it looks like a Jackson Pollock. Leave that out on the screen. And I'm going to do yellow. And then I'm going to finish up with white. If you ever think about it, go onto YouTube and watch some videos on pour painting. Some of the professional artists have some really interesting strategies on how they achieve the look that they're going for. So now I've got all the colors that I want on there, and it's all totally random. And I'm just going to pick up the canvas and holding it over the tray, just start allowing the paint to move with gravity. This way so you can see what I'm doing. And just see how the paint moves around. And I like the way it looks when it goes right over the edge. Screen there. But yeah, I like the way it looks when it goes over the edge. It just more cool to me. It's almost done. There's a corner down here near my thumb. Still has bare canvas. So I'm going to try to coax the paint in this direction. Come on, paint. And you can also use your stir sticks to help to coax the paint. Or if you need to dribble a little bit more paint in a particular area, go ahead and do that. Because once it starts to cure with the air, but it does take a long time to dry. Add a little bit more color in a couple of places where I think it got a little too washed out with the white. Yeah, I like it. So this is pour painting. Super simple, totally unique. You can never reproduce the same thing twice. And if you go online and check out the artists that do it, it's really super cool to think about it. And you can upgrade to better quality paints and certainly more unique colors, metallics. They're fun to work with too. But yeah, it's super easy. Took no special talent at all to create this design. And it's pretty cool. It'll take a couple of days to dry. So you're going to want to set it in a place that you're not going to bump into it. The cat isn't going to knock it over, whatever. You might actually be able to speed up that process a little bit if you put it in front of or near a fan to help get the air moving over it. But when it dries, it'll take a day to 2 days or so, and then it's good to go. Also, you could seal it with a clear sealer if you wanted to, but we aren't able to provide that to you. But anyway, I hope you have a great time doing this. I hope you experiment with your colors, and I hope that it sparks a new interest for you for something that you might like to try to do on your own. Have a great day.